Hello, everybody. This is Tiffany with the Private Room. And tonight we have two special guests because we have a special episode tonight that I specifically wanted to make sure that I got in because our guest tonight, Ms. ReeCee Raps, she has been nominated for a couple different things. So she is on the up and up, and I wanted to catch her before she accepted her awards that she has been nominated for. I wanted to make sure that we caught up with her to find out who she is in detail. We've had her on the Private Room a couple of times as the artist spotlight, but this is all about her tonight. Plus, we also have our business spotlight artist and business owner, Antoine, or Artist As Is. I met him this last weekend, and when I tell you that I was not only impressed with his artistry and his work, but just him as an individual, period. He had cool vibes, and him and I just hit it off right away. So everybody, please make sure that you tune in and watch the full episode of the Private Room tonight so that you can catch up. You can catch up. You can learn who Miss ReeCee Raps is, and you can also connect with a very dope artist, and not only Miss ReeCee Raps, but also Artist As Is. And you can see how they can both add a little spice and a little, how can I say, spice, sexiness, classiness, all that to your events, because both of them have a lot to offer. So Miss ReeCee, I'm going to pull up so that we can listen to your latest single. So I'm going to share my screen so that we can all watch it together. And let's go ahead and jump right in, y'all. Let's see. Got all this stuff on my screen. Y'all ignore it. Y'all ignore it. Here we go.
Can y'all hear anything?
I can't hear anything yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Y'all can't hear it?
No, we can't.
No?
I was
Okay,
wondering if it was playing, but I'm like, yeah, I feel like it should be playing right
it's
now.
playing. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Maybe can Facebook hear it?
Let me see.
I'm on Facebook.
Okay, hold on. Y'all can't hear it? No? Okay. Okay, for some reason, can y'all hear it now? No? Okay, not sure what's going on. So, ReeCee, see if you can pull it up and let's see if we can hear it on your end.
Okay.
While you're pulling it up, we're going to go ahead and introduce and let Mr. Antoine tell us about him. So our business spotlight tonight is LVC Drip Guys. I met him this past weekend at Rodeo X's event, Trench Coats and Lingerie. When I tell you that that event was one of the sexiest events that I have been to in a while, it was one of the sexiest events I've been to in a while. They had several vendors that included the Drip Guys. They had poets there. They had a tantrum massage therapist there. They had poetry going on. It was live. It was live. And not to mention all of the women that were walking around representing the theme for the night, which was trench coats and lingerie. I was a little disappointed that the guys didn't show up and show out, but the women made up for it. I'm telling you, the ladies was hot, they was sexy, and they put it down. I'm telling you. So
most definitely.
Yes. The ladies represented, didn't they? Didn't they?
Yeah,
Yes.
they was doing the damn thing. That's not a question.
They did. They did. So y'all make sure if y'all have your phones in your hand or you're watching the podcast right now, make sure you go to Instagram and follow Rodeo. It's the.rodeox. Make sure that you follow him for his next event. His next event, I believe, is on the 26th, I think, Antoine.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
220.
Okay. Yep. At Tax and
I'm in
Tea.
there as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
All right. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all are in for a treat whenever you go to a rodeo event. It's the.rodeox. Make sure that you go to his Instagram right now, and check it out. It's going to be a tax and tea. It's going to be a sexy night. I'm telling you, it is perfect for date night. It's perfect for girls' night. It's perfect if you just want something to do and you're going out solo.
Take out and impress one of your clients. Is a real classy event, but it's also sensual. So yeah, it's something that is out of the norm. You know what I mean? And so if you want to have some real adult fun, come hang with the big kids. You did, come out, get off the porch a little bit. You feel me?
Yes. All that. So open your minds, come on out. I'm gonna try my best to be there because I done been to one. I'm trying to go to all of them now. So y'all make sure y'all come out. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. And also my boy Rodeo, he definitely he do his thing. So y'all want to miss that. He's gonna put it down for you. We're gonna have Rough Ross. He gonna be in the building as well. You know, he's the other half of LBC Drip Gods, and the combination. Now you got three kings. So, that's all it takes. You can take over a nation.
Yes. So I'm about to drop the link in the comments so that y'all can go to his Instagram page and y'all can check it out. So I'm looking at the flyer right now. It's Seductive Sunday on the 26th. So I have the date right. Sunday, February 26th, Seductive Sundays at Tax and Tea. You have to get a ticket. This is an exclusive event. This is not something you can just walk up and just walk in. You cannot do that. So make sure that you get a ticket. It is worth it. It is worth the price. I promise you that it is. And make sure that you come out.
And a private event. So,
yes, that part.
So there's no outdoor tickets. So just let y'all know that you're gonna have to get a ticket in advance in order to get in. So you better want to get your spot. So to experience the quantum drip. So that's what we call it, man. The quantum drip experiment. So we had an idea that we wanted to make our art interactive. And I understand color and how color actually affects our feelings and how we think about ourselves, how we see the world around us. So I also look at everything in a different angle because I'm an artist. I think everything of a canvas. So the most beautiful canvas to me is a woman's body. There's no other canvas that's more beautiful than that. So it's not to alter it, it's just to honor it because it's just temporary. You can't improve upon it. You can just give your expression of it. So that's what the quantum drip experiment is. So is when you have, and you got to understand, it's interesting because the paint reacts different to each woman or each participant, because what we're going to do next, we're going to have, it'll be couples. So everyone will be able to paint. So we just want everybody to be able to get the experience of having that exchange of energy.
Yes.
Real dope, dope exchange, as you see. You feel me?
We taking your name. We taking your name, ReeCee. We taking your name.
We got pumping it out there. You guys, everything got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everything gonna be dope.
Yes.
You feel me? So, but that's just a little bit what we do. We LVC Drip Guys is more of an idea. LVC really stands for Live Victorious Constantly. That's what it stands for. And so as you see on my hat, right, that's our mantra.
I am money. Say it again. I am money.
So we, as an artist, right, we've been told that, oh, okay, you got to take your art and hopefully somebody will buy it from you and hopefully you'll make it big someday. But let me ask y'all a question. Did the value come when someone bought it or when it was created? Now all these people trying to buy their masters back. You should have been the master from the first beginning.
Right. For real.
Yeah.
I love how you just flip it, flip that mindset, start like we are the
And
current,
that's what it
we are
is.
the power, we are the energy, everything run off of us. So yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. Right.
So Artist As Is, tell us, how did you get started? Tell us a little bit about you as our spotlight for tonight. Tell us a little about you, how you got started, so that we can know, where all this comes
from. I don't think that's a valid question, I guess, for me, because I haven't got started yet. So
okay.
I don't know. Maybe when I get started, I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I think life is a perpetual thing. I think there's no ending nor beginning. That's why I am. Mm-hmm. That's what Artist As Is. It's Artist As Is. Because only thing I've ever been all my life is an artist. That's it. All the other stuff, I kind of did that. But this is what I am. An artist. I see everything in an artistic perspective. I don't have no other eyes. This is the only eyes I got. This is the only eye I got, actually. I don't even use these. So the only eye I see with my only eye and use that to move through life. Because I know when I leave, I'm going to leave a part of me. What are you going to leave? ReeCee's going to leave a part of her, right?
Right.
You're going to leave a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to leave, though? And we're not thinking about that when we running through this. We just running through it, but we should be thinking about what we leaving as we're running through it.
Agree.
You feel me? Because we're gonna run back through it again, like, oh shit, it might trip over the shit you left. Because this ain't the only go round. We multi-dimensional beings. That's what the quantum drip is about. Jump out your skin and jump back in. Be your own best friend. Say it again.
I love it. I love it.
Me? That's what the whole. So is freeing yourself from the ideologies that we find ourselves under, because it's not helping us get to where we want to be. And if you really think about it, you're the one who making everything happen. So you the money, period. It don't even get no more deep than that.
Right. Yes. All of that.
So for me, artist, I came out as an artist. Before I could talk, I could draw. I was a child prodigy. I art all my life. I was in museums. I did murals. I did anything with art, and I still do sculpture, fashion design, poetry, rap, music. I don't know, whatever it is. But
all that. So you fully encompass being an artist.
Yeah, anything that encompasses being an artist, I'm attracted to it and I love it. But I love visual art more, and that's one thing that that I've done a lot in fashion design. That's one of my passion things. So for me, fashion design is more than just, like I was just having this discussion. This is not a hat. This is a canvas. Now, this is a piece of art. This is one of one. There's no other one that's like this on the planet. This is it. And that's how all of my pieces are. All of them are one of one. This one right here.
I was just about to ask you, can we see, are you in a place that we can see some of your work?
Oh yeah, well we can have sample. Well, actually we're in the workshop right now. So I want to, this is where we do most of the technical thinking and all of that stuff. But hold on, let me see if I can finagle this. So, I mean, of course, everybody should go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, artist_as_is. That's the easiest place to see some of my work. Also, LVC Drip Gods. Sounds and spells the same way I said it. LV, as in live, victorious, constantly. Drip Gods. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on our website is lvcdripgods.one. So that's where we'll be dropping exclusive art and giving people updates to the events that we'll have coming up. So that's the best way to get in contact with me. You feel me? Same way getting in contact with everybody else. You know, I'm on but I can pull up. Let me see. Is it share screen?
Yes, you should be able to. It didn't work for me, but hopefully it'll work for you.
Okay, hold on, let me see.
And everyone, again, you can follow Artist As Is, as he said, on his Instagram. So artist_as_is or LVC Drip Guides. So please go and follow him. It's also in the chat as well. I've posted the links for both of his social media pages for Instagram are in the chat.
Yeah, and definitely we do any size event if you want to have like an intimate and also personal private sessions.
Yes, so I was just about to ask you that. Can you tell us about the private sessions? Because I know myself as a woman, you know, and just women are so hard on ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves, especially when it comes to our bodies and our looks and so forth. So what you're doing and offering for private sessions, I think is something that women should take the opportunity to do for themselves. Just like I think boudoir pictures are an excellent way for women to build their self-esteem and their you know, their self-image and just their self-love. I also think that what you offer as private sessions would be a perfect way for a woman to really just come in tune with herself. So tell us a little bit about that. And then we're going to see what you got to show us before we get back to Miss ReeCee Raps.
That's it. Okay, before we go into that, wouldn't allow me to share, says only the host can share.
Okay.
So, but I got plenty of content up on all those. So, and as we'll be dropping our OnlyFans very soon.
Ooh, okay.
We'll have more exclusive, a ton more, because we have archival that going back for years that we haven't released at all.
Nice.
So, yeah, we've been on the road really and doing this since late 2018, working with my partner, business partner, Rough Ross. So also follow him, Rough Ross IME on Instagram. So
nice.
when you get, we have so much content. Yeah, you'll be there for days looking through it. So we have to keep combing through all this stuff, and we want to put all the best things out there because it's like curating it. To me, it's still art. So anything I'm going to do, I'm going to do it meticulously and do it to the best of my ability. So when you look at it, it's still going to be artistic. You feel me?
Yes.
Now, as far as the private session, so what we're offering is what we call color therapy. So what color therapy is we understand that the vibrations of colors affect our feelings. That's why these companies use them in advertisements in certain ways, right? So, but it can also be used to heal. So understanding, that's why you have the color wheel in your chakra system. Similar, isn't it? Now, now people are becoming more aware that, well, sound creates a certain color, and there's corresponding sound to color in certain frequency. And so using those to heal yourself. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you use that with a certain intention, because that's what all these things are, they're tools for us to use. So use it with an intention, and using that energy, you can move it to where you want it to be. You can heal yourself with it.
Yes.
So that's what art is to do. That's what art's for. That's what artists do. We're here to, that's my release. That's what heals me. Right? So that's why people take up art. They might go through something traumatic, and then they'll start they just start painting. Because the healing process is for your expression.
Nice.
And so we don't get to express ourselves authentically most of the time. You know, if even people on social media, they think they're expressing themselves authentically. Not really. You're trying to get people's opinions of you. You see what I'm saying?
I completely know what you're saying.
Like your whole delivery, because this is what people want. And Charleston White is a perfect example of it. He says it all the time. Look, I had to change up my delivery because y'all want me to cuss y'all out, and then now y'all gonna listen. Well, great, now y'all listening.
Right.
But when I was coming and just say kumbaya, they're like, man, shut the hell up with that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, but I also understand that sometimes the quickest route to power is the indirect route. So we think going directly at it is going to get you there. Really, it's not. It's really understanding you were already there.
Right.
And that's what we try to do, is know that you're already there. Use this as an opportunity to express yourself.
Good
Really.
stuff. Good stuff. I appreciate that. ReeCee, I know when we were getting ready to come on tonight, you were saying that you had the opportunity to be on one of his platforms on Mondays. So how was that experience for you, being painted and having color therapy and all of that?
She didn't do the color therapy yet.
Oh, she didn't. She didn't. Okay.
Yeah,
but So how was it for you? How was the experience for you working with Mr. Artist as is?
Well, it was great. We worked together on a photo shoot. They styled me. It was the drip gods, both of the drip gods,
Yeah.
So they styled me. My Mossy B took the photos, and I've known Mossy for some years too, so that was like good reconnecting with him. They had me with the chain knock. Somebody was like, "Whose chain is that?" I holding the chain, and it just really felt good to be able to. I love working with other creatives. I really because I'm somebody that I do everything. So I love to work with other creatives so they can take their creative expression and we can collaborate in that way. Cause it's like, I don't know everything. I don't want to creative direct everything. So it just felt really good to just be a model, and they just,
and that is the reason why I still refer to it as color therapy, even though that's not what the intention was. But I know that this type of experience, for me anyway, would be therapy for me, no matter whether it's for collab or not.
Ma'am. Yes, it was exactly the intention. It was always color therapy.
Yes.
From the beginning, Nothing we're doing is accidental. So that's why it's called quantum. So we think in quantum means that, oh, it's just random. And random is just the opposite of what quantum is.
Right.
It's the possibilities, it's endless possibilities. That doesn't make it random.
True.
It makes it calculated. So every drip is calculated. It didn't fall, it was placed. So for a reason. And most people can't see the pattern. So I see that, and that's what I'm giving to people. So when I tell you I have money, I really know that.
Yeah, well, I am definitely looking forward to my color therapy session that I'll be scheduling here soon. I can't wait, and I know I need it. Like, I need some therapy, y'all. I need some therapy. Well, thank you so much, Antoine, or Artist As Is, for being our business spotlight tonight. Please stay on if you want to contribute to the conversation with Miss ReeCee as we get to know her. Feel free to stay on and join in the conversation. I definitely appreciate you.
I'm gonna be honest, I can stay on for a little bit, but we're gonna have to be muted in the background because I'm be running some machines.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. If you have to go, then I understand. If you can stay on, then I understand that too. It's totally up to you.
Okay. Well, let me jump off because I'm gonna let these people get back to work.
Okay. Sounds good.
But I appreciate you having me on, man. And ReeCee, I'll see you tomorrow. I know everything gonna be crazy out there. And then Monday, I can't wait till Monday. We're gonna take some super fire photos.
Right. I'm ready. I'm glad I didn't do the third. But
so now, let me show y'all this real quick before we go, because the whole thing about LVC Drip Guys is we do everything custom. So like an artist with ReeCee, we could work with her and create whatever she wants. So you see, right, there's a whole embroidery shebang system.
Nice. Look at that. Okay. I see it.
These are the techniques. This is about, in this one room alone, it's about 2 eons worth of knowledge.
Okay.
You feel me? So creative ability and technical ability. So we cooking up something fabulous over here for y'all. So please stay in tune, ladies. We coming out this summer with some beautiful summer dresses, one-on-one pieces, and beautiful, nice linens, and the stuff y'all like. So we're gonna be focusing on the women because we love y'all more.
Okay. Well, you make sure that you reach out to Sunshine. You make sure you reach out to Tiffany, okay? And Miss ReeCee Raps, when you need some models for your summer line, you make sure you reach us out.
I'm gonna make some especially for you. I got something for you in mind already.
Got you. I appreciate you, King. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on. Everyone, make sure that you follow him on Instagram, artist_as_is, or LVC Drip Guides on Instagram. Please follow him and check him out. Check out his work, check out his artistry, check out everything. You're going to be impressed, I promise, because guess what? I was impressed, and very, very, very happy that we were able to meet at the event. And I will see you tomorrow too, because I'm gonna be out there for the dope event that's going on tomorrow night. ReeCee, tell us about what's going on tomorrow night, girlfriend. Tell us what's going on.
All right, so tomorrow we got the dope concert at Crown Station. I have an event company called Dope Events, DOAP Events, on Instagram. Definitely follow it. It's the dopest concert in the Carolinas, soon to be the world, really the dopest experience in the world, in the universe. We're gonna have dope performances, dope lineup. We got some producers for open mic cypher, dope ciphers. We got food, drinks, vendors, all small businesses, Black-owned businesses that you can shop with. Drink specials, all that, 360 photo booth, courtesy of AR Entertainment. And then we just in the building. I'm performing. It's really like a stacked lineup. Pink Lash performing, a lot of dope performing, and then we got the open mic ciphers and everything. So you can hop on the mic too, but it's really a great vibe. The energy is amazing. It's a great place to meet people.
Yes, I am looking forward to it. I wasn't able to get out there on Tuesday, and I was not happy about that. So tell us what went down on Tuesday. Tell us what was so special about Tuesday.
Actually, it was my second ever release party, a single release party. And so I usually just be dropping. I don't be doing a release thing, but yeah, I threw a release party. It was at the Pisces Gallery, and yeah, it was really just a great experience. Like, it was in Mount Holly. Mount Holly's not too far. It's like probably pretty much like 20 minutes.
It's not that far.
Wherever you're at. So yeah.
Right.
Shout out to the Pisces Gallery for hosting us in their space. I collaborated with United Grind and Dope Events, and we did the singles release party. So it was a release party, but it was something for the singles to do on Valentine's Day as well. Honor, even though it was like half singles, half couples in the room. Couples were not deterred, they still came out, but it was definitely a dope vibe. I performed some. I had 2 guest performers, poetry, R&B. So I had my friend Poetic Lee perform. He did some poetry vibes and his mixed hip hop poetry, as well as Siren Water. She did an amazing job singing her R&B tunes, really great singer. So they opened up for me and I performed some unreleased stuff. I performed some stuff on the upcoming.
Oh man, I missed all the good stuff.
A great vibe. I can't even front. Shout out to Munchies GSF for catering. That was just amazing. They did an amazing job. Private catering company. They definitely booked them for all your private chef needs. Definitely great job, Munchies GSF, MUNCHEEZ. And then Dopest Massage Guy was giving massages. So Wade, shout out to him. He's really dope. Masseuse and fashion show creator. So yeah, really dope. He was giving massages and everybody just had a good time. You know, we went around the room, everybody talked about what they did as well. It wasn't just about it was about, you know, all of us coming together. So it was definitely just cool vibes, like very blessed. Very blessed.
I'm so mad I missed it. Oh my God, I'm so mad I missed it.
There will be more. So we'll next time too, because this was something that I wasn't even going to do. Something that, you know, I've been thinking about for some years, because I've been wanting to drop on Valentine's Day for like 3 years. I think 2020 was the first time I was going to drop on Valentine's Day. I was going to drop my song Friend Zone, and I was going to drop. It's like every year I try to drop on Valentine's Day. I never end up doing it. So finally I dropped on Valentine's Day and I had this singles release party. I've always had this idea to do a singles party for singles to release, but single release party. So yeah. It was dope. So I could play the record. Alibi dropped on all platforms on Valentine's Day.
Yes, let's hear it.
Can you hear it?
Yep. That's okay, we can hear it.
Yeah. You told me you would be here. Now I see that's a lie. Don't need you just so we clear. Don't need your alibi. I put you up to the test. You couldn't testify. But you told me you would be here. Now I see. I could do the thing that they ain't gon' do. You can fool me twice, it's no shame on you. Yada, what's your point of view? It don't matter, we're already through. Got no navigation, need a guideline. Heard that you was creeping through the grapevine. Tell me if I'm tripping on this real life. If we switch position, what it feel like? Lately when I'm with you, it don't feel right. But I can be all up in my feels. Used to give me butterflies, now you give me chills. You left me behind, but you ain't run me up. Well, you told me you would be here. Now I see that's the lie. Don't need you just so we clear. Don't need your alibi. I put you up to the test. You couldn't testify. 'Cause you told me you would be here. Now I see, now I see. I probably turned to a cold case. You wouldn't testify, so we can solve it to save face. I see you just parading all around while I made it. You make my heart alive without my blessing. They say grace. So look at the game change. But you still want to keep your peace. I will use your words against you if you even try to speak. Waited till I found you guilty. Now you want to take a plea, but that don't work when you the person that you claim you never be. 'Cause you told me you would be here. Now I see that's a lie. Don't need you, just so we clear. Don't need your alibi. I put you up to the test. You couldn't testify. 'Cause you told me you would be here. Now I see, now I see. I could do the things that they ain't gon' do. You go for me twice, it's no shame on you. Yada, 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 what's your point of view? It don't matter, we're already through.
Yes, yes. That, oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. And I can relate to all of that. All that. tell me where that came from.
I'm killing myself. Reaching out to me.
My bad.
Tell us the background behind that song. Because I know there's a back.
You know what's crazy is that this song came really way after I dealt with any type of heartbreak, but I still draw from that same area, you know. I really haven't been in a relationship for like I guess like 5 years now. Like what I count. so for like 5 years now, but I wrote that song like the very end of 2020, and I hadn't been in a relationship since like 2018. So it just was like the beat was really just speaking to me, and you know, it felt like heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? It felt like heartbreak, and I just, you know, drew from that. Shout out to Sir Mello in Greensboro who produced that. You know, the beat was already made, but it was first we were working on some other beat that was more pop, and it's like I couldn't think of anything. He played that beat immediately, like da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? First it was like I wanted to play on the whole testify thing, like I put you up to the test, you couldn't testify. But then like the next day, kind of the words came and it's like, all right, alibi. I don't need your alibi, but I'm gonna spell it like goodbye because I don't need your alibi. And it's just like a song about really just empowering people to, when they get wronged in a situation like that, to actually leave and stand on that, you know. I'm standing.
Oh, trust me, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like you gotta just stand on it. Like, no, I don't need your alibi. Like, listen, like you waited till you were guilty. Now you want to take a plea? No, that's like when you the person that you claim. Like, no, you're done. You're done for it. And that's just really attitude towards yourself is like, I'm not about to be just crying over you forever. You know, I might shed a few tears, but it ain't, but give me a week or so. Like, I'm moving on.
Yeah, this reminded me of a good conversation I had last night.
But yeah, I definitely I draw from that same situation, you know, being in a toxic relationship. I mean, I really can't say that I know that I've been like cheated on, but I mean, I've been abused, you know, in relationships and stuff like that. So it's just like when you're done with something, you're just like done with it, you know, regardless of what you're going through. So that's what
Yeah.
But it was,
well, I'm sure a lot of people I can relate to that song. I know I can relate to it personally. Like I feel all of that. I feel everything that was said in the song. I can feel where the background of it. I can feel all of it. Like that is here. So a lot of people unfortunately suffer from well, I don't want to say suffer, that might be kind of hard, but a lot of people suffer from heartache and just, going through toxic relationships, unhealthy relationships. And, sometimes you just get to the point where you're just like, I don't even care what you have to say. Like, just bounce, like, just be gone.
Right. And when you're at that stage, there's no turning back. Like, you just know it. But I will say, if you're in that stage and it's an abusive relationship, then be very careful about showing that until you're far away and you're in a safe space. Because when it was to that point where I was done, I ain't say nothing. And I left while my ex was asleep, I left all my stuff, everything, you know what I'm saying? And then I draw from it now, just being in a situation like that, I can draw from it and write songs. I feel like I still write songs from I don't really write many love songs, because I don't feel like I ever really felt true love, so a lot of the songs, when I hear something like that, I'm going to draw heartbreak, whether it's my specific heartbreak, but that's the theme, because that's how I look at it at this stage, and I'm working on that. I'm trying to work on it now. No, I'm working on it. I'm in the process of, to where hopefully it's not, I don't always think, heartbreak when it has to do with like relationships, but it's just if you're in that situation, you gotta definitely, if it's like a domestic violence situation, definitely be careful on how you move. You gotta kind of have your poker face to where they don't expect it, because a lot of people end up dying when they know you're leaving, and they know, all right, they're done. And so I just reading statistics and knowing that when I actually did leave, it wasn't no announcement, it was just just did it and I left, and I moved to Charlotte, so.
And that's smart, because I know that that I'm a domestic violence survivor and an advocate, and that's one of the past episodes you've been on. We talked about that. You also was at the showcase that we had in honor of domestic violence to raise awareness about it in October. So yeah, you're right. If you're in a situation that is physically abusive, no matter what kind of abuse you're experiencing, but especially physical abuse, you want to be very careful when you leave, because you want to make sure that you get out alive. The domestic violence related homicides have not tripled. Let me take that back. They have gotten 10 times more domestic violence related homicides and since COVID started. And that's because people were in and shut in with their abusers for that 2 year that everybody wasn't going out. We had that time when we were locked down. We couldn't go out and do anything unless it was, absolutely necessary. And so the rates of domestic violence went up, because now you have the abuser and the person being abused under the same roof constantly. And so the DV rates went up, the DV related homicides went up, and they haven't gone back down yet.
Yeah,
unfortunately they haven't, because people are still stressed out. People are still, concerned about keeping a job. People are still concerned about COVID, and now you've got RSV and pneumonia and all that mixed in with COVID going on now, because we're in the winter seasons. And so people are stressed out. And unfortunately, when abusers are stressed out, or any reason that they have to lash out, they're lashing out at their victims. And so I thank you for bringing that up. You have to be safe when you're getting out of physically abusive relationships. But even relationships that haven't escalated to being physically abusive, even if they are abusive in any way, you still want to be careful, because it could escalate at any time, especially if there are guns in the home. So it's 10 times more at risk of homicides happening in a domestic violence home if there is a gun in the house. So thank you for bringing that to light and bringing that to attention.
Yeah, that's that. And what you just said made me think, like, damn, I'm like, thank God I wasn't working from home. I had wanted to work from home back then, but work was my only way. I knew that was my only time I had
to be out.
So when I left on that Monday, it was like, he didn't even realize until I was already like in St. Louis 4 hours away before he even realized I was actually gone. So work helped because it was just like, oh, she's at work or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I couldn't imagine, still being in that situation. There was 2 guns in the home. So it was very much like I knew you really had to look and be like, all right, it's life or death, you gonna live here. You're gonna live here, and he gonna really speak that into existence. All the times he say he gonna kill you and all that, you know what I'm saying? Or you gonna just move on and actually live your life how you want to live it. That's when I start pursuing music, actually, because I wasn't allowed to do none of that. I wasn't allowed to pursue music or nothing. So I started pursuing music in 2018 when I moved to Charlotte. I wasn't on social media. I joined Instagram 2018. I did a lot of stuff for the first time in 2018. I left that relationship and won awards, did all types of stuff. So just if you're in something like that, just life begins when you leave, for real.
Yeah, when you free yourself. When you free yourself.
There's no way to live. So
yeah. That you brought up about some awards. So you've been nominated for a couple of things. Tell us about those nominations.
So my event company, actually Dope Events, was nominated for a Southern Entertainment Award for Industry Event of the Year. So Industry Event of the Year in the whole South. Now we competing against the Carolinas, Florida, Texas, Tennessee. It's actually in Nashville. The whole South, Virginia. So we're the only event business in that category from Charlotte, and there's in North Carolina and in South Carolina. That's it. The rest are in other states. So like, it's really huge for Dope Events, especially because we didn't ask someone to nominate us because we just started. We just had our first full year last year. So that was
impressive.
I've been doing events since 2019, but not underneath my own umbrella, Dope Events. So Dope Events started. We did one in October 2021, and then we had a residency beginning of last year. And it's like, I'm like, we really must have made an impact, that somebody nominated us or multiple people nominated us, and now we need to bring it home, because that would be really great for us going forward, getting sponsorships and everything like that. That would be really good to have underneath our belt. So
Now, was it for a specific event that you hosted, or just overall Dope event?
Overall Dope event.
Overall. Got it. Okay. And there was another one, wasn't it? Wasn't there another nomination for you?
I had some maybe like a few months ago. I know I was nominated for some stuff. I get nominated for different stuff.
Yeah. I remember when I first reached out to you. Yes, that's it. Tell us about that.
So I didn't win that one. I got runner-up, but so I was.
You know what? A nomination is recognition, period, whether you win or not. So claim that, girl.
So Best Rapper Charlotte and Queen City Nerve. I was nominated for that last year. I didn't ask someone to nominate me for that either. So pretty cool. But last year was definitely a year where I focused a lot on my event company the first part of the year. So it's crazy that my event company did get nominated, not ReeCee Raps, but this year it's like more balanced with both. I had to get that event company off the ground. So I know, nominate me again for Best Rapper. I'm winning this year, because we already dropped like 7 visuals since the year started, and just really getting in. I was able to really get in my visual bag and start getting this music out that I've been sitting on. Like I said, I made this song Alibi at the end of 2020, so it's like I'm finally dropping it. It's stuff that I made earlier, like the Compounded Progression project. I made that in the last 6 months, and I dropped that before this next one. So I do feel like it's important to get your stuff out there because it's not for me to hoard,
Right.
art. So that's what I'm focusing on. Dope Events is going on tour this year. Just
Nice.
a lot of big stuff. I mean,
where are you going? What are some of the places you're gonna go on tour?
we're gonna start in Nashville, Atlanta, Richmond, Pittsburgh, my hometown.
Okay.
So those are some of them. We're gonna start in the South, but and then do Pittsburgh too, just because that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm originally from Pittsburgh. I lived all over the country, from California, Missouri, St. Louis, Kansas City, Charlotte. So I lived in every region pretty much.
Yeah.
Except for like the Northwest region. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm curious, how old are you?
I'm 28.
28, and you have accomplished so much, way more than people probably my age, and I'm 40 something. So yeah, so I am so proud of you. And I remember when Nuff Said introduced us, and you came out to support the domestic violence showcase that we did. So I'm very thankful for him connecting us, because I've been following you and I'm in love with your music. I think it's coming from a very authentic place. You have your own sound. You don't sound like somebody else. You have your own sound. It's all you. And you're just a beautiful person, and I can tell that you are that inside and out. What else do you do otherwise than host events and sing, rap, and so forth? What else do you do?
So I have a background in insurance.
Okay.
So, now I'm transitioning. Well, I'm into life insurance from him. I feel like it's very important for people to have their life insurance and actually leverage their life insurance while they're still alive, So using that as an investment vehicle, for investment. So there's ways that you could do it. So now I'm getting to a point. Before I wasn't too interested in life, but now I'm like, yeah, I know health like the back of my hand. I was doing that for since like 2016. So like moving into life, I've been licensed for life, multiple states for years, but I just never utilized it until now. So moving into life insurance, definitely using that as an avenue, but I do consultations as well to teach people about how to do events and how to be self-sufficient as an artist, because I am self-managed. I've always been and I won awards when I first started, like 2018, 2019. I won Female Hip Hop Artist of the Year in Charlotte when I first moved here, and won like emerging rapper in Charlotte in the Queen City or not in Queen City Nerve, and just like bunch of articles. I'm Googleable,
Googleable.
Google me, and like I built my name, from scratch without really knowing anybody in the industry and without knowing nobody in Charlotte, without knowing nobody that really did it. So I've done it. I've done it from experience. So if you want to soak up some knowledge and experience, I do consultations. So definitely tap in with me, because there's a wealth of knowledge I could do, even from running social media. I had 5K my first year on Instagram, so coming from not being on social media at all, so it's just certain things I can see and suggest, and just from what my expertise is in, but then also like I can give a lot of like valuable feedback to help you with your business or whatever you're doing. So yeah, definitely I do that. Definitely hit me up for the life insurance. Hit me up. I do these events. You'll see after, come to the one on Friday, because we ain't gonna do
we will be there. We will be there.
I'm ducking off till April. I got a project coming up. I got a couple grants last year from ASC Charlotte. So definitely tap in with them if you're a creative. or they have a lot of outlets or have a lot of grant opportunities for creatives. You know, I recently just left California on a grant.
And who was that again? I'm sorry.
ASC Charlotte, the
ASC, got it.
Science Council. So
Okay.
I got a $10,000 grant from them last year to do my rollout for my upcoming EP, Queen of Hearts. So yeah,
Nice.
be on the lookout for that. That will be dropping this spring. And
Okay.
the first single off that EP. So that, and then they gave me a grant to go to the Sync Summit. I was in California last week to go to a Sync license conference. So I'm going to shift my focus into Sync licensing as well, and getting my music and other people's music placed in TV and film. So that's what I built, a lot of connections out there. So
yeah,
a lot of different people in the room, and that I was able to connect with. And yeah, that's what it's about. It's about just, you know, moving smart and being self-sufficient and figuring out ways to really be out here. So as a creative and actually thrive. So yeah.
I love it. That is a good thing. And I know we were talking about some things before we came on live, and I was like, I need to learn something from you. We need to connect so that you can teach me a few things, because I have a couple of artists who have entrusted me to help with managing them and stuff like that. I'm like, why are y'all coming to me? Y'all see something in me, so let me make sure that I take in all of this information and take in all of this knowledge that I'm getting from different people. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be connecting with you on a couple of things to make sure that I'm doing my best to represent the artists that are entrusting me. So I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Ms. ReeCee, tell everybody about the event tomorrow, how they can get tickets, and how they can find you on social media.
All right, so y'all could go to ReeCeeRaps.com, ReeCeeRaps.com, or you could go to Dope Events to get info on the event for tomorrow. You go to dopeevents.eventbrite.com. So that's DOAP, dope like soap with a D, events.eventbrite.com. Or you could go to Dope Events on Instagram, DOAP Events, ReeCee Raps on Instagram, REECEE Raps on Instagram, or Facebook, Shauna ReeCee, SHAUNA, ReeCee, ReeCee, or just ReeCee plain, or Dope Events on Facebook. Definitely, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, Dope Events. So Dope actually started off, I got a project called the Dope EP, DOAP EP, or The Diary of a Pothead. That was the first song I ever dropped.
I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah. That's, if you know OG ReeCee, you know that song. So you'll see, right. That's my classic record that's gonna really blow up one day. But yeah. Diary of a Pothead. So everything Dope. It's the brand Dope EP. That's just my definition of dope. So it's spelled that way. It originally started out as that acronym, but yeah, it's bigger than that. So Dope is the brand. We global. We the dopest in the world, you know, because we spell it how we spell it. So
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on and taking the time, because I know you got a big event tomorrow. You just had a big event on Tuesday and you're doing the damn thing. So I appreciate you taking the time to be on with us tonight. And also big shout outs to Artist As Is for taking a moment to be our business spotlight tonight. So
no doubt. It's y'all.
Yes. Any last thoughts, Artist As Is?
Well, I like to say, yeah, I appreciate you, ReeCee. Yo, super dope. The show gonna be crazy tomorrow. Everybody come out and support my girl. I love y'all, and I'll holler at you soon.
Thank you so much. Miss ReeCee, you have any, let's give us our last words, our final thoughts for tonight.
Stream Alibi, run it up, follow me. If you like the music, best thing you could do is tell a friend about it. Like actually verbally tell them, send it to somebody you know. That's the best thing. Word of mouth is the strongest form. If you want to come to the event, word of mouth, tell somebody else about it too. They don't gotta come, but tell them about it, you know. And even if you can't make it, tell somebody about it. You know, tell somebody about us, tell somebody about this platform, tell somebody about what everybody got going on. That's how we gonna all grow. Word of mouth, you know.
Story. Yeah, true
Like
story.
it, scream it at the top of your lungs, you know.
Yes. I dropped all of the links. So there's links in there for the event tomorrow. There's links in there for you to find ReeCee Raps. There's links in there for you to find Artist Is, all that good stuff. So make sure that you go to our Facebook page, The Private Room with Tiffany, and you will see the live that we are doing right now. You'll be able to see all of the links. Go on there, comment, ask any questions. I'll make sure that Miss ReeCee has the link so that she can respond if there's anything there for her to respond to. And I appreciate everyone for being on this special episode tonight of The Private Room. Everyone have a dope night, and we will see y'all see you tomorrow night at the dope event tomorrow with ReeCee Raps. Good night, everybody.
See you later. Appreciate you.
Bye.